We are going to paint a simple boat and reflection scene in this tutorial. Hi friends, I am VanidasMangathil and let us learn watercolors together. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. I will be releasing more and more videos every week. Without further ado, let us get into the tutorial. I am using a cold pressed watercolor paper around A4 size and making a very quick drawing. I am not worrying about the precision of the drawing. It is just a couple of boards and then we will do the necessary coloring to make it as a simple boat and reflection scene. Right. So these are some very quick boards. So I think we should practice these kind of drawing these kind of simple elements like boats, cars, vehicles, etc. So which will help us in improving our overall watercolors. So please do practice drawing boats and drawing cars and various other elements that you may find in your landscapes and streetscapes. All right. I am using a very soft pencil. I think it is some 6B or so. But you can use some soft pencil like 2B or HB, whatever you want. And I am wetting the paper for the sky area. For that, I am using a natural hair soft mop brush. You can use any soft brushes, any soft round brush or flat brush for this. And then I am using a pale wash of cobalt blue. And since the paper is wet, it is spreading a lot. Okay, you can see the color getting spread, and the board is kept at an angle. So I have placed the paper on a slanted board, and the paper is kept at around 30-40 degree angle. So started with some cobalt blue and then adding little bit of purplish touch to that by adding some crimson red. Okay, I think the sky reads well now. It has some blue color, it has some purple color, and it has some white color. Okay, so that makes the sky little convincing. And let us define the the water body, right? So it is the same sort of purplish blue wash, cobalt blue and a touch of crimson red. And I am using a soft round brush here. I have taken a smaller brush and little bit of purple somewhere. Right. I have made the water slightly darker than the sky. Cobalt blue and crimson. These are the main colors that I am using. The brand of colors that I am using is an Indian brand called Camel, but you can use any colors. Any brand of any decent brand of watercolors, and even the colors. If you want to change the colors, you can. I'm adding some sort of water movements now. See, the paper is damp still now. The bottom area of the paper is still damp. So I'm applying some washes, some brushworks to create an illusion of some movements in the water. So you don't do it when the paper is very wet, and you don't do it when the paper is really dry. Okay, now let it get dry. and we will define further areas. So let us define the far end foliages. I am mixing some cobalt blue and some kind of burned umber and touch of crimson, sort of a darker color here. That's it. Occasionally I am leaving some white paper whites. I am leaving, I mean the sky area, I am leaving some whites basically, so that those left out whites will later look like some buildings far away. And for some color variation I am using burnt sienna and mixing it with the previous mix that we have created. Maybe a little bit of orange, slightly warmer color I want it, so that it will give some sense of light, I would say, some play of sunlight maybe. That is my idea. So I am being little careful not to paint the boat. We already made the drawings for the boat, so I am painting carefully around the boats. Okay. And wherever there are little gaps between the boats and the far end foliage, I am filling it, and the same thing at the right side. Some small gap here. Okay, so that there is a sense of continuity, okay, of the foreign foliages. I think we need some kind of a tone variation, so I'm kind of varying the tones here by lifting out some colors. Maybe I'll soften some of the edges here. Right. I think that is sufficient. Okay. Now we can define the boards. We can color the boards. So let us take some sort of a vermilion red and see the color. Which color for the boat is your choice. You can pick the color that you like. I usually like painting the boards with red color. So if you like some other colors, you can pick those. But I wanted some sort of a contrast here. I think basically the shape of the boat is okay. Let us make some darker version of the same color, mixing with a little bit of Payne's grey. You can mix with ultramarine blue or some darker colors, so that we define some form for the boat. Okay, there is some sort of a three-dimensional feel to the boat. And taking some burnt sienna and touch of orange, and let us define one of the other boats using this color. And this is some kind of a phthalo green sort of a color. You can use, I am using the different colors for some color variation. You can use any color that you like, basically what you have and what you like. See, these are boats. It can be painted in any colors, not a problem. Making a darker version by mixing it with blue, ultramarine blue, and adding some kind of shadow area, so that we get some three-dimensional form. Now I am continuing the wash and roughly defining the reflection for the boat. And when you make the reflection, it is at the very basic, it looks like a mirror image for the object. Okay, and then since water has a movement, the edges will be little distorted, and some of the edges may be broken also. I am using red and little bit of Payne's grey to make a darker red and defining the reflection for that boat also. See, I wouldn't say that this is a perfect, perfect way of doing it. This is a suggestive way of doing it, just creating the illusion. Okay, doing more with lesser brushworks. That is what I am sort of planning. Just suggesting the elements. Some more darker tones. See, where the board meets the reflection and the board where they meet, that area should be darker. So I am adding little bit darker touches around the area where the board touches the water. Same thing for the other boards as well. I think the boards are reading okay. I wouldn't say they are perfect, but they are reading convincing. Some darker colors. The darker colors that I have is Payne's grey and ultramarine blue. So I keep switching between them. Right. Some darker colors for some of the details of the green board. Okay. Maybe it is a more advanced boat. It is kind of a fishing boat. And I am using a liner brush for the details. Okay. And going for some dry brushworks. See, these vertical elements of, for the boards, they add interest, they make it more attractive, and they will also later help in defining more convincing reflections. If you are finding value in my tutorial and if you are finding it useful, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. And you can also please consider sharing it to your friends who can benefit from this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do write them into the comment box below. I'll try to find time and get back with my answers for your questions and suggestions. Right. Now let us define some reflection for those vertical elements. And here again, the basic idea is that it should look like a mirror image. And it will be a little distorted because of the uneven surface of the water, because of the movements in the water. Alright, some of these are broken to make the water movement a little bit more convincing. And let us define the reflection for these smaller boats also. Right. They look convincing to me, and we can define some foreign boards with some light blue color, some leftover blue colors, and I think yeah, that completes our boards and reflections. Okay, what next? Maybe we need some figures in the big boards. Okay, so let us define the figures now. I am using a small round brush, synthetic round brush for this, and I use some mauve color, some purple sort of a color, and a blue color for the figures. Okay, you can pick up the colors of your choice, and let us add a few figures in the green board also. Again, just the shape. It is not. They are not precise figures. I am just suggesting them by suggesting some overall simplified shape. Okay, and maybe some shadow here. Some same kind of a mix that we use for the water. We are mixing it again, cobalt blue and some touch of crimson and burnt umber. And let us add some more ripples to enhance the overall movement of water. Okay. Again, this is a very suggestive way of doing it. It is not very precise, so that it kind of suggests some reflection and in a moving water or in a disturbed water. While doing these kind of ripples, we have to consider the perspective, and the suggestions that we make at the bottom of the paper can be slightly bigger, wider, and the ripples that we suggest towards the far end can be lighter and narrower, smaller. Okay, I'm using some thick orange paint directly from the tube to enhance the figures by adding skin tones to them. They're too tiny, so we just need to suggest the overall face, arms, etc., the exposed body parts. Okay, some highlights using pure white directly from the tube. Some of the area where the lights are going to hit, I'm suggesting them with white. White, it's a white watercolors directly from the tube without diluting. Okay. We have to do it very carefully because it can be very easily overdone, and the white pigments are very heavy. It can spread quite easily. So I would suggest that you add these white outlines, white highlights only when it is fully dry. If the paper is wet, it will spread a lot and it will create problems. So be careful whenever you add these white touches. This is opaque touches, but I think that's okay. Maybe some flags, some suggestion for some flags. Okay. Right, I think we are done, and we can take out the tape now. So this is the final image that we have painted today. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and you found some informative contents in this tutorial. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do let me know in the comment box below. If you are new to my channel, or if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. I'll be planning a couple of videos every week. So we will soon see you in another interesting tutorial, and wish you a happy painting until then. Bye bye.